Previously on the NRL Rookie.
The winner of the NRL Rookie will win a guaranteed contract with an NRL club. It's the greatest prize in Australian sport. Jordan Martin.
Go, mate! In the final four, it's such an honour to make it this far. Obviously, the coaches have a bit of faith in me.
5 tries. Mate, he's on fire.
He's done his shoulder. Right, if we don't pass the fitness test, then the journey will be over.
He's definitely a dark horse to win the competition.
Chris Hyde, he knows what he's doing.
Definitely not surprised I made the final four.
Race up the stairs, then jump off the edge.
It's a full-on phobia.
He's been made aware that if he doesn't go, what consequences might be.
Nice.
Great run!
He could go straight into a squad now and wouldn't look out of place.
Lou Goodwin. Lou Goodwin, second week in a row. We're not worthy!
I feel like I'm a team player. The coaches in the NRL should choose me.
Wow, Lou.
Captain's effort.
Unbelievable. He's one bloke who would say, I want him next to me.
Reece Joyce.
Oh! Great tackle there, brother.
I didn't expect to go as well as what I did, but I can actually go the whole way and win the competition.
1 week to go, boys, 1 week. This is the biggest week of your life.
You can hide where you want to. You can run where you may. But nothing on earth gonna save you when the man comes down your way. When the man comes down your way.
Everything's led up to this week now. The last 9 weeks been preparing me for this.
When there's competition, it means that one last chance that you'd never thought you'd ever get.
I had to put my dreams on hold because I had a little family that I had to provide for.
In the final four, it's such an honour to make it this far. It's pretty serious.
This week, all about determination. I feel I've got a lot of it. I'm more experienced than the other boys. I'm probably in the best position out of us 4 boys coming in last week. Just give it everything you got.
I've definitely got more to give. I just need to make the opportunities that come to me and make the most of them. And getting close, I'm really believing, I can win it in the end.
Consistency's been the motto for me throughout the competition. Week in, week out, I've showed that I've gotten a lot stronger and my mental state of mind is the strongest it's been, so hopefully it gets me all the way.
I've got 3 other competitors that I need to be doing it better at. I need to be playing better, I need training harder, working harder, and that's the edge that you need to get if you want to win.
From the start of the comp, I would have backed myself to win a few, but I haven't won one so far. So I'm hoping the challenge this week sort of suits me.
It's amazing there's just us 4 left out of 1,200 people who applied for it, so it just shows there's only, 3 other people in your way for the NRL contract.
Welcome back to Moore Park.
Where it all began.
9 weeks ago, rookie hopefuls stood in this exact spot, Mount Steele. Remember?
Yeah, Mount Steele. It's exactly the same as I remembered it.
I just have the worst memories from it the first time.
One team, one dream. Not leaving you behind. Here we are.
Home of grassroots community sports and elite teams, just like the Sydney Roosters.
Effort! Push yourself. Go harder.
This is where dreams and sporting history can be made.
Our group didn't go real well, so I was a bit nervous what was going to happen.
And this is your final Captain's Challenge. In front of you, you can see there are 4 pyramids made of Besser blocks. On each of these blocks, we want you to write the key values that have driven you throughout this entire competition. Make a huge statement that you are here to win and that you mean business. When you've written them down, you have to take them brick by brick to the top of the hill and rebuild this wall.
The winner will be the captain in the game this week, but you will not be able to influence the cut. The final decision is mine.
I wanted to be captain heaps just because I haven't won a challenge, I guess. I've come second, I've come real close, I've done pretty well in a few of them. it'd be good to just captain a game and show off some captaincy traits.
Now ride on your blocks and let's get this challenge underway.
Let's get it going, baby. Yeah.
There's a really nice analogy from 9 weeks ago to now. One of the things we spoke about and what we wanted to teach you was not necessarily the skill that showed to play NRL, but more so the foundation to allow you to be an NRL player.
I wrote dream on the first one, basically, because that's why I'm here. That's the biggest thing about this competition, and that's why I am who I am today, because I just dream to play NRL. Everything else revolves around that dream.
I isolated Dad because he's been a key part of my footy my whole life.
Here he is.
How are you, mate? 2 games of footy in his whole life, I've missed.
He's probably the reason I am where I am.
I'm not worried about the age, but yeah, it definitely is in my head that other people are worried about it. I want to get those worries out of their head. Like age, it's just a number. In the fitness drills, I can beat everyone. I'm always at the top, so there's no barrier, and I can definitely win it.
Family is definitely my biggest inspiration. My family is what's kept me out of trouble.
Reece, I've got a big surprise for you. Ready?
I think I should be a big inspiration to my kids. For them to see me go out and chase my dream, and it'll show them that they can do the exact same thing when they get a lot older.
Wish your dad was that quick, mate.
I love you, big boy.
Right, boys, now the only way to give words on better block, any meaning or any depth, is with effort. Remember, I still have 1 cut to go.
Okay, rookies, your challenge starts now.
Picked up the first brick and sort of got up the hill with a good pace, and I was sort of in front of all the boys and my body was fresh.
When we started, I thought to save time up the top when I was under fatigue and tired, I'd start from the bottom and just build as I went up. And then when I finally got the top, I'd put the last one and just be finished.
I thought I'd be able to smash it pretty easy without taking too much physical harm out of myself. But after about 2 or 3 bricks, it was really tough. It really took its toll on your back. I knew I had to push through.
That's all that is. Age is a number.
I think if he was 21, he'd be favourite.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but he's not 21. The thing is, he's been our best player each week, and when he's not on the field, we lose control.
Yes, we do.
I knew it wasn't a sprint race, it was going to be pretty much a marathon, so I got the first block up and I was like, oh my God, I've got to do this 9 more times.
Each time I come down to pick up a brick, a few things sort of shoot through your mind and you just sort of remember why you wrote it. It's not just a word, it sort of has a lot of influence on our background and past, and so you sort of reflect on it. Each word inspired me a bit anyway.
With Lou overtaking me, I was just like, oh my God, I've got to just stick with him. I can't let him lap me. I told myself, if I'm not going to come first, I'm definitely not going to come last. That's the last thing I want in the last challenge, you know.
It wasn't until about the 3rd or 4th one, it was really hitting me, you know. I couldn't train for 2 weeks, so might have lost a bit of fitness there, and it's just real hard to sort of get back on that horse from the injury.
He's done his shoulder.
Your tendon has pulled.
So he's got an injury. If there's any hiccups, then it's over for him.
Keep going. That's it. Body language, Jordan. Body language. Drag him up the hill.
I was just going through so much pain.
Come on, Jordan. Don't give in to it, mate. Have a look at your brick, mate. Have a look what you wrote on your brick.
I just want to stop and give up. My pain was just coming out of my mouth. You're so eager to win the challenge, and you're that fatigued, all your mind's thinking is just pick that brick up and take it up the hill, you know. Probably should have had a bit more of a look at what I wrote on there.
Come on, Jordan. Up these hills here. Get a lean on. That's it. Excellent, mate. Excellent. Let's go, Lou.
Yeah, I wrote courage down for my 5th one because it had to be courageous to get where I am. And my dream is obviously set so high that it is the hardest dream for me to achieve.
Can you imagine it? One of you might get a chance to play in front of this.
It's just courageous for me and sort of keeps reminding me to push forward and push on.
Push hard, bro.
Let's say on your brick, Reece.
Pride.
All right, mate, show us some.
That's it, Reece. Pride, brother. Everyone watching this has got pride in you, my man. Let's do it. Let's keep going.
Pride is something big for me. pride of where I've come from.
We got one of your brothers here from the same area as you.
Oh, Reese, got a brother.
Oosh.
Pride of what I'm doing and pride of the sport that I'm trying to make a career out of.
Stay with it, bro. Keep working, Reese.
What's on your stone, Chris?
No regrets. No regrets.
Well, no regrets today, mate.
I think that was the perfect one to put down. It was when I was about halfway through, you just knew you had to push and you didn't want to have any regrets.
Good work, Heidi. Kicking ass, brother. Good work, buddy. Good work, mate.
When I overtook Reese, I did have a good feeling. I flew past him down the hill.
I knew it was coming. I was hoping and praying that I wasn't going to be one of the last ones that get broken from Mount Steele.
Straight back up, I was on Geordie's tail. I was just trying to knock them off one by one.
Come on, Geordie. Dad, me, family, passion, belief, want. They all mean nothing if you don't finish this challenge.
Yeah. Up we go. That's it.
As soon as I got Lou, he looked at the corner of his eye and he saw me. And I don't think he could believe that I'd sort of overtaken him. So I definitely knew that had done his confidence.
Last one. Yeah, you got this. Go.
Chris Hyde is a machine. He's a monster. He loves that stuff. He just powered home.
Set a standard, Heidi.
Awesome.
Set a standard.
Push him, drive him home. Drive him home, Heidi.
I think he was running up with his last brick. And I was like, looked back and I had one more. I was like, no, why can't I be on my last brick as well?
Come on, Lou. Last one. Well done.
Oh. Knowing that I had to go through that pain one more time to finish and he was already going up to finish, it was like I was so jealous at that stage.
Heidi, yeah! Skipper!
Yeah!
I seen Chris finish, he sort of threw his arms up and sort of gave a bit of a yell.
Got one. About time. Took me a while, but I got one.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's go.
Yeah, that final brick was probably the hardest of them all. I had Freddie run next to me, which was heaps good actually. It sort of kept me on my toes.
Sprint, sprint.
Go well, Louis. Yes.
Chris hasn't won one yet and he deserved that one.
Come on, let's go. Come on, no walking. Come on. Go, go.
Yes.
Let's go, Jordan. Let's get a jog up. Come on.
That final little bit up the hill, that was the toughest, you know. Like, each step was just, the worst.
Let's go, Jordan. No walking. Last challenge, mate. No walking.
Get it up there, mate.
No walking. No walking. No walking. No walking.
Let's go.
No walking.
Last one.
Let's go. No walking, Jordan. No walking, Jordan. Yeah.
Once I finally got that brick up, and I feel like I definitely reached a new level. I think I was at the absolute limit. I've never had such back strain in my whole life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A round of applause for our man, Chris, eh?
Yeah, Chris.
There's going to be plenty of times when there's two roads. You know, you can take the hard one or the soft one. And if you keep steering towards the hard one, you're going to go a lot further in playing rugby league.
So, rookies, tomorrow you'll be playing your final game of the competition. I have another idea to get us to the game. Oh, hello, rookies.
Aaron.
Well, I said yesterday we'd be taking a bit of a different mode of transport to the game, so there it is, Chopper. But before that, we're going to take a little bit of a tour of Sydney.
Never taken a chopper to the game, never even been in a chopper as it is.
Felt like I had already made the NRL, just flying style.
How crazy does it feel? Oh my God. Imagine this was your mode of transport every day.
Remember how it was 30 of us and we looked around and there's just 4 of us. Put into perspective how far I've come.
So guys, you can see the house down there where you live.
Oh, look at this.
So what are you going to miss about Coogee?
Be tanning near the pool.
Yeah.
There's a whale. Just see it. See it?
Oh my gosh, it is too. Check that out. That's amazing.
It's huge.
That Bondi.
Look at Bondi Icebergs where everyone swims in the morning.
Oh, that guy's on the best wave.
That's where I worked for about a year right there.
Serious?
Just on the corner of the big hotel.
See myself as a sort of laid-back Aussie tradie, but there's competition. It means that one last chance. There's only 4 blokes, 3 to beat, and you know, it's so close. to get that NRL contract.
Two Islands just over here. Brings back some memories of holding up that ice.
Check out the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House.
Wow.
You can see ANZ over there. How good was the grand final? Chris, what are your memories?
Yeah, JT, really. Winning the game.
Work your whole life to put yourself into a moment like that. This could be me. Could be a year away, could be 2 years away, but how good a feeling it would be.
Who are we flying to? Canberra. Blue Mountains.
Oh yeah, check out the Scenic World over there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Very nice.
There's the three sisters right there.
Where are they?
Is that them there?
Yeah, right there. Look.
We've all broken back to get to where we are in this stage of the competition, to sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. It's the best moment to share with the boys.
Okay guys, we're coming up to Cabramatta where you're playing.
Yeah, look. There goes the coaches, isn't it? Standing on the field.
I was just reflecting on how far I've come and what my job was on the field, how I'm going to better it and how I'm going to stand up for the last game.
It's pretty serious now, you know, like the opportunity's right there in front of you. You don't want to go this far and, you know, not make the most of it.
Yeah, today it definitely felt different to normal games. This is the last chance we have to show the coaches what we can do.
When we're going in for landing, we've seen Lammy, Freddie and MG standing there.
Yeah, look. There goes the coaches, isn't it? Standing on the field.
I just couldn't wipe the grin off my face, you know. I felt like a rock star. Yeah, no, it was just an unbelievable feeling.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate.
See you. How was that? Hey, boys.
How was your arrival?
Yeah, awesome.
He's ready to play though?
Yeah.
It's the last test, last game. He's got one more chance to show us how much you want it. We're playing against a team made up of emergency triple O's, so it's the police force, the emergencies, and the fireys. So these people know all about determination and guts. It's going to be a tough game.
Well, one last effort. This is it. Why is rugby league such a good game? Because it's the toughest game in the world. Play footy because you're tough in the heart and you're tough in your mind. These blokes are going to try and bung it on today. They think they're bigger, they're older, they're tougher. They think 40 minutes of rugby league. Are you up for it? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah!
Definitely feel proud being a captain and lead the boys out into the grand final game.
Going from the sheds out onto the rugby field was probably the biggest moment. It was either going to make me or it was going to break me.
It felt like this is the last chance to show the coaches what we can do. And obviously the last game with the boys, it was sort of like we had to sort of make this our last big hit out.
They're a big bunch of boys, I tell you. They're probably a bit older, but they were big and they looked like tough ones to tackle.
Here we go.
You know, the start of the game, kick-off, it was a bad kick-off, and usually a forward takes a bit of bounce over me to the winger. I thought, I'll take the hit up.
That wasn't real good, was it? You had nowhere to go.
I play halfback, Lou plays second row lock, Chris Hyde plays hooker, and then Jordan plays fullback wing.
Oh, good run, Lou! Offload. Good run!
Yeah, with us four playing different positions, I don't know who they're going to decide's best.
Good work, Heidi.
I think Chris took captaincy good. He's got rugby league smarts and you can see it on the field.
Oh, yeah!
I reckon Chris had a pretty good game again through the middle. He had a lot of touches on the ball, a lot of service, and defended well.
Oh, good ball.
Good work. Well, he's just a warrior, Chris Hyde.
Yeah, he is.
I can't understand why he hasn't been in the system already.
I'm in the middle, so pretty easy for me to get into the game.
Good work, Heidi. Nice, Heidi.
Yeah, all in all, I was pretty happy with how it went. Consistency was the key at the start of the competition. I felt I've been consistent out all the games.
Go out. Jordan. Go, 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 go. Jordy.
There were some players there, you know, that they were good footballers, and he did what I like to do to people. He sort of run at me and in and away me and used his speed and got around me, and I was spewing, to be honest. I hate it.
You see where you were? You've got a defender inside of you. You just can't let him take your outside there. Cool?
Jordy looks like he's stuffed already.
Yeah, Jordan's got fatigue issues.
My body was just absolutely ruined from the day before, just going on that hill. It just wasn't right for game day.
How you going, Jordan? Hey? You all right? Sure, it's fine. You got another, listen, it's 5 to go, mate. You got another 2 or 3 runs in there?
What's wrong with Jordy?
It looks like he's carrying bricks up Mount Steel.
What's going on? Look at the body language of Jordan.
So he's at the end, hasn't he? He hasn't got nothing left.
Yeah, so it was half time and really tough half, you know. My back was seizing up like it was yesterday.
How you feel out there? Yeah, good. All right? Yeah. You got to feel like you're under pressure a bit, wingers. All right? You're not helping us. Jordan?
Physio came over and started rubbing more heat into my back. The doctor gave me my diabetic check. Yeah, and Freddie was trying to talk to me at the same time. It was just sort of hard, you know, everything was just going at once.
You're not helping us unless you feel a little bit under pressure. Jordan, stop worrying about your body. Listen up. It's only 20 minutes to go, boys. All right? Yep. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Physically, you're matching them by far. It's just we seem to be breaking down a bit in our play, trying to rush things. Just take a little step back. Just have a big breath. We've got 20 minutes of footy to go. Okay? Then the whole season's over for everyone. That scoreboard's got to be in our favour. Okay? Let's go.
What was going through my head in the second half was I just need to try and forget about what the body's feeling like now and use it to the best you can.
Reece, great work, Reece.
Oh, yeah.
Go, Jordan, go. Put it on. Go, Jordan, go.
Good work. Nice ball.
Yeah, Geordie had pretty good in the second half, I thought. Found himself in the clear a couple of times.
Yeah. 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 Great work.
Nice take by Jordan.
It was great, you know, all us four had an input in the try and Bruce sort of gave me that look, you know, and when he gives you that look, you know, a kick's happening.
I think leading into the last week, the boys have gotten a lot tighter. You know how each other runs the ball.
It's just great, you know, you love scoring tries. That's what footy's about.
Yeah, I scored the try. Just sort of thank Jordan for staying out there for me. He did his part for me, so I was pretty happy.
Yeah, good work.
Good work, Lou.
Give it.
Yeah, Lou. That's all right.
I didn't make NRL because I sort of left during my 2011 season with the Roosters because I wasn't in the right headspace.
Yours, Lou.
Jesus.
Gee, puts his head down, didn't he?
Like tackling Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, this is my last chance this week to show that I can be the NRL Rookie, that they can put their trust in me and I'm going to go to a club and do them proud.
Go, Lou, go.
No, I didn't play too bad, sort of defensively wise. Maybe not my strongest, but attacking wise, yeah, it was a good game for me.
Get up there, Lou, get up there, get up there.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Nice, Lou.
Yeah, I thought Lou was very strong for us. He would have been my man of the match in the day. He's running, he made a lot of breaks.
Oh, good work, Lou.
Yeah, I played all right, did a few good things, but I feel like I'm a team player. Play smart and obviously tough.
Chase him! Go, Reece. Go, Reece. Oh, yes, Reece. Great work, Reece. Oh, what a great chase, Reece.
Only the last week, Reece was gone.
Oh, yeah.
If he didn't win the challenge, he was out.
Yeah, I'm worried that I might not win the competition only because I don't have a strong background of rugby league under my belt like the other boys do.
Reece, get there!
You've got to say, Reece has stepped up.
Oh, dramatically.
He's just been in everything.
Oh, he's operating at 99% of his heart rate.
But we asked him to be busy.
Yeah, and he is, mate.
This game, I think I rallied the troops around the field just how Freddie wanted me to. He told me to get busy, and I think I done exactly that.
Yeah. Oh, good hit. Reece is on fire today.
So when he come into it, he was a tubby little bloke that played rugby union.
Yeah.
I've got to say, out of the four, Reece has developed the most.
Yeah.
Day one
definitely,
to now.
Definitely.
I was happy. I think my game back up and finished on a high.
They were really tough and to come away after win. And I think we did really well.
I think, it was good. We controlled that pretty convincingly in the second half. Play with that sort of attitude and commitment, it makes it all worthwhile. So well done. Really good effort. There'll be no shed this week. Instead of that, Kate will join us in the war room, and individually, one by one, you'll step up and sit in front of us and discuss how we think you've gone. You won't have to rate your mate, and you'll all face the cut. And I decide which three go forward to meet the 16 NRL clubs in the grand final.
Big effort from all the boys, so all the rookies prove why they're still here. The hardest thing is going to be for Freddie to pick his top three.
this is the last war room. We need to make sure that the players we put before the NRL clubs are the strongest 3 players.
And I can honestly say that each of them have made some really strong changes and have grown.
You know, these players have all improved every week to a point now where they're ready to go into a full-time system.
Never in my wildest dreams imagined this competition would be so profoundly effective in a way that these kids are never going to feel the same again.
Walking into the war room, I've got mixed emotions. I don't know if the pros are going to weigh up the cons or if the cons are going to weigh up the pros.
How'd you find the game?
Yeah, I think everyone talks about it being the toughest sport in the world, and I think it actually is.
Have you seen his 10 weeks, Kate?
Reece has grown more than anybody else, and his openness, everything that's offered to you, you take and you run with, whether it's on the field, off the field.
On the field with rugby league, we've worked really, really hard with you, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, from a rugby union player that had no idea, I think we all agree that you've grown the most, but we all also agree that you've got probably the most learning still to do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking from the other side. If I'm a recruiter from a club and I've watched all the videos, I actually haven't seen that big a standout in Reece Joyce. How are you going to be a rugby league player?
I think the easiest way is pretty much taking them back to school and homework in the game. I'm passionate about the sport. I have a strong drive that I think will get me to the highest level.
If you make the cut tonight, you might have to say that speech in front of 16 NRL clubs. Wish you all the best tonight in the cut.
Cheers, thank you very much. To be the first NRL rookie, you know, it'll show all the sacrifice that I've made to leave my family and the sacrifice that they've made to let me come over here. So it'll be just a big reward for not just myself, but also my little family back at home.
I wasn't too nervous coming into it, but as soon as you open that door and you walk in, the nerves suddenly kick in.
How do you feel 10 weeks into the competition?
Yeah, pretty proud to sort of make it the whole way.
OK, let's cut to the chase. What do you think your negatives in rugby league are?
My speed, definitely. Probably power and speed.
I think, too, as a hooker, I would like to see a lot more variation from dummy half. You got the perfect show and go and run.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see you coming out and double X and running in the open spaces.
Yeah, I found it hard to work with a structure when I was rugby union players.
So you're 28 now.
Yep.
How many years of top flight rugby league do you think you have in you?
I'd go forever if I could.
And most of the challenges throughout the competition were based on fitness and strength. And it took you 9 weeks to win a challenge. Did you leave everything in the competition? Did you try your hardest at every challenge?
I put everything on the line. You know, there's different scenarios you get to, but not everything worked out. I was just happy to get one win in the end. If I didn't get a captaincy, I would have been filthy on myself.
Do you think you could go into a NRL club tomorrow and be the first choice hooker in an NRL team right now?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think the level I play at, I adapt really quickly. So, yeah, with a good forward pack behind me and a good structure, I think I could, definitely.
After all the hard work's done now, I think it's more relief than anything that you've got through all 9 weeks unscathed, uninjured. Now it's out of your hands. You've done all you can, and it's up to Freddie.
Walking into the war room, face all the coaches and Kate, I was feeling pretty nervous. So no matter who you are, no one likes taking criticism. So sort of getting a bit prepared to take some and get some feedback of where I was at as a player and a person.
You enjoyed the 10 weeks?
Yeah, I loved it. I don't want it to end. Unfortunately, it has to. So
how do you think you went?
Yeah, I went all right. Had some good weeks, then sort of some average weeks, but just try to play consistently. And
what's the biggest difference between Lou Goodwin now and Lou Goodwin, who was Roosters under 20s 5 years ago?
I just think the mental state, maturity level. But yeah, I was a young kid back then.
Why do you want it so bad now? What's the difference between now and?
I think just when I left and went home, and playing just the local footy, you reached sort of like what's next, you know, and then you sort of start thinking about NRL and you start dreaming about it again. And
one of the things that we've noticed with you is that as a player, you probably weren't the player that has grown the most in the show, but you've stayed consistent for the whole time.
There wasn't that much improvement over the 10 weeks.
Yep.
How much improvement is there?
I can improve in a lot of things. I think I've still got to learn, you know, better feet at the line, sort of in my defensive, not get caught sitting, you know, flat-footed. There's more technical things, little 1% things that turn from just training into a habit.
Are all those 1% things, like all the things you mentioned, were all physical?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you improve any 1% mental things?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe have a better mindset when it comes to hitting that barrier point on the field.
What do you see, Kate?
So if you want to get that a little bit further, which for you is what you need, it's the psychological side of things.
Yeah.
Physically, probably the best of the rookies. Ability-wise, probably the best. Mentally, probably one of the worst. In the first 4 weeks, you won the challenges. Then you had 3 weeks of underperforming. And then the last couple of weeks, you've come back with a bit of a bang. You can't afford 1 week off in the NRL. You can't afford 1 day off. How do we know that you won't let us down midway through a season when you just don't feel like doing something?
Yeah, I like to be reliable, so I don't think I would ever try and let anyone down. And I don't know, maybe just work on a few mental things when I go away from here. After meeting with the coaches, like it didn't really put my mind at ease. They didn't really say you're safe, but they didn't say you're gone, so I'm still in that 50-50, just not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, walking into the war room, I was a bit worried, but I was definitely expecting some harsh feedback.
In this competition, we've seen glimpses of a first grader in the making, 6'4", nearly 100 kilos, you run like the wind. Then other times, seeing glimpses of just a normal A grader, with your body language. You're 21. Why haven't you played Canberra 20s?
Just developed later, I think. I didn't really grow till I was 18. I didn't make 15 schoolboys anything. I was just too small and just sort of missed it.
We've seen you grow from the first match right through to the last one, and you've improved at parts of it all along the way. This competition that we're in here goes for 9 weeks.
Yep.
The NRL goes for 26 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that something you can handle over a longer period of time?
Well, definitely with proper preparation, just like NRL teams don't do a challenge before the game and stuff and carry bricks up the hill and stuff, like that, just stuff like that, like going into games where my body's feeling not like it was in that last game, definitely.
Are you assuming that they don't do that, NRL teams?
I am assuming, yes. Do they?
Well, I've been woke up at 1 and 2 in the morning and told to run up hills in pouring rain.
Can I say what I think your weakness is?
Yep.
I see this young, inspirational kid as a player do some wonderful things, and then during games, all of a sudden you go missing. And then I'm looking over at you, and then you're grabbing an arm or you're grabbing a leg, and I'm thinking, come on, mate, is this what you want? And I get frustrated because I'm hoping that that's just the part of you that's still got to mature and grow as a player. And that's the weakness at the moment, mate. So it's not your height, it's not your speed, it's not your strength, it's not anything to do with that. It's to do with the space between your ears.
Yeah.
And in rugby league, in the NRL, longevity in the NRL purely is underpinned by a tough mindset and a great attitude. But I just question that mindset.
You're a 21-year-old kid who applied for a competition, and it's something that not all 21-year-old kids go through.
Yeah.
So although we've been quite harsh on what we're seeing on the field, I think on a total summary, you've done extremely well.
Oh, yeah.
And
thank you, Freddie.
Good luck tonight at the Cut, and good luck in your future.
Thank you.
Whichever way it goes.
I feel like I deserve a spot in the final 3, definitely. I feel like I've shown my best quality, especially in the start, and I've shown that I'm tough enough to deal with an injury and play.
Well, thanks, team. Tonight, we'll be down to 3.
Life-changing decision.
Life-changing decision. All right.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks for your time.
Walking out to Allianz for the final time, it's a bit of excitement because you could be in the top 3 and facing all the NRL clubs, and there's a bit of fear you could be going home tonight. It's just a big mix of mixed emotions.
Coming into the Cut tonight, I feel that I've given it everything. I put my cards out on the table, showed Freddie the dealer what I got, and just see if it's enough to win the hand.
The Final 4. Back here at Allianz Stadium, where it all began 9 weeks ago. Quality players stood out the front of this very stadium with a dream to still be standing where you are right now.
In a week's time, all but one of you will have your chance to state your case to the 16 NRL clubs. And on that day, one of you will sign an NRL contract and change your life forever.
Making it down from 1,200 to the Final 4, I think it's just a credit to myself and to the other 3 boys. to really tough it out and get to this stage of the competition.
Everything that I've been working for this last 9 weeks is all been leading up to this one moment, so hopefully I've done enough to impress the coaches.
Welcome, rookies.
Ready, Aaron? Ready.
If I get cut tonight, just broke my heart, I think. You're just one position away from making that top 3 and facing the NRL clubs.
Chris, why should the clubs pick you for their rookie?
Because I feel I'm ready. Maybe at a bit younger, at the ages of 21, 22, 23, I probably wouldn't have been ready in the head. But I feel at the moment I'm open to learn anything and try and improve my game, do whatever it takes.
Jordan, what's been the highlight of your time on the competition?
The best bit, the boys. Just some of the things we've done together, like you play on the field and go through the tough times again, you go through the challenges and you're with each other 24/7, so I think the best part's definitely been the boys.
Reece, you've travelled the furthest to be here from New Zealand. How proud do you think your family back there will be of you now?
I think they were proud of me just putting myself out there, But my partner back at home, I think everyone says that I've done the big sacrifice by being here. I think my partner back at home, I think she's done it by letting me come here while she's at home keeping the family together.
Well said. Lou, why does football mean so much to you?
I just grew up with it all my life. It's sort of been bestowed in me since such a young child that it's all I know. So you just play with your best mates and you get the best feelings from it. You experience the highs and the lows, and it's all part of that feeling that you get from rugby league, and it's all I sort of want in my life, just that constant feeling, yeah.
Unfortunately, we are back here for a reason. One of you rookies will not be heading into our grand final. It's time for the final cut.
Chris, I think there's no doubt your stability in the games has allowed everyone else a better experience. My best years that I ever played were above the age of 28. So for that reason, next week, you'll be going to the grand final show as one of the last 3.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, Freddie.
Well done.
Thanks.
How do you feel?
Yeah, wrapped. Just stoked to get the opportunity to keep going in this competition. It's been such a good journey. I'm hoping it can keep going and be the first NRL rookie. That'd be unbelievable. Just, wrapped.
Lou, I saw you play here. When you played for the Roosters under 20s, I couldn't understand why I didn't see you playing first grade. I was rapt that you applied for this competition. I think in the last weeks, you've just given me confidence that my instincts are good instincts when involved with rugby league. And for those reasons, you'll be going as well next week to the grand final show.
Thank you.
Lou, what's going through your head?
I don't know, really. It's just ecstatic, sort of so happy. I don't know, just enjoy this moment now while it's here. Just live in the now and sort of just embrace it.
Reece and Jordan, it's obviously between you two now and who stays and who goes.
Best pal.
So congratulations. Reece and Jordan, it's obviously between you two now and who stays and who goes. Got to say, it's been absolute torture. I look at both yous, you're like polar opposites. We've got a fast winger who's played footy his whole life. You came in here as the youngest bloke. At times on a field, you remind me of maybe someone wearing a New South Wales jersey or any jersey. You're in the corner holding your arm. I wonder if you could make it. I wonder if you could put up with it. On the other hand, I've got someone who hasn't played a rugby league before. In the second biggest week, you win the challenge. And in the last game, you turn up, your kicking game's flawless. You look like a rugby league player. But it gets me thinking, how realistic is it that you could be playing first grade next year? At the start of the competition, we spoke about character, been one of the main parts of how you pick a player for the NRL. And it's obvious you two boys standing here have got that character. I'm confident that you're tough enough. And as a coach and an ex-player, to watch people love the game and put everything they got into the game, to watch us come so far in 10 weeks has been awesome. One of you will be standing in front of 16 NRL clubs next week. One of you still has the chance to be the NRL Rookie. So congratulations. Jordan.
Thanks, Fred. Congratulations, Jordan.
Well done. I'm so proud of you.
Too my man, right side, AJ.
Over?
Yeah, all good.
Hard luck. Stick with it.
Yeah, will do.
You all right?
Yeah, all good. I just want to thank you, Freddie, and the coaching staff for the opportunity that you gave me. Didn't think in my wildest dreams I'll be able to be standing in front of you.
Reece, there's no doubt your future finishes, I think, where you decide. So stick to it. It's been a real pleasure to have you in the competition.
Cheers, thank you.
Good luck.
To get this far, that close, but then fall short, it's pretty heartbreaking, but at the same time, I think what don't break you only makes you stronger, so hopefully it makes me stronger.
Well, then there was 3. Congratulations.
Yeah, cheers.
How do you feel, mate?
Half just I'm over the moon, and then half that was really, really tough. That standing there next to Reece, just realising one of us had to go and he's gone, you know. So it's a bit of both, but I'm stoked, Freddie, to be honest. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
It's been good. Put you under a lot of stress. You know? Going in an environment with people you don't know, putting you through challenges, then go and play footy. The key thing from the start, we always spoke about being that player that other people want to play with. The team always comes first. If anything, you 3 epitomise that. Well, rookies, my work here is done. It's now up to the 16 NRL clubs to make their decision. Good luck next week.
Well done, guys. Good luck.
Feeling over the moon. I've come a long way in this competition, you know. Started at 30 blokes and you've come down and, you know, you've made the top 3. Everyone who knows me will be proud, definitely.
1 week away from potentially signing with an NRL team. It's just so many people want to be in this position, and hopefully the league gods pick me.
This is all I've wanted to make is this. This has been my goal since the start. You'll be standing there with 2 other guys and you know they're just as good. It'll be tough. Just 1 more week to go, that's all I've got to do.